Hello, KMU Tribe, friends, family, students, and if we don't know each other yet, I am Grandmaster Stephen Duxty of Krav Maga Martial Arts. I'm an author, a martial arts instructor, and entrepreneur, and the founder of Tampa Krav Maga Martial Arts, and I'm just happy to be here. And almost 40 years ago, when we used to say that, when I was a paratrooper in the 82nd Airborne Division, it was a tongue-in-cheek thing that my fellow infantrymen will understand. When when Sergeant came up and would say, "What you smiling about?" and you say, "I'm just happy to be here, Sergeant." As an officer, "I'm just happy to be here, sir." But today I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And there was a few things that I wrote about, thought about, spoke about in the last couple of days that have led to what I wanted to share with you today. And one was actually a few days ago. I wrote maybe one of the most transparent and telling things about where I started that I ever have. It was called Straight Out of the Pig Farm, and I talked about being born on a pig farm in the middle of what is now Kerwood Village. By the way, it's kind of an interesting story, but point of the story is from humble beginnings. Not thinking I was going to go to college, certainly not get a graduate degree, not knowing what I was going to accomplish in the martial arts, or that I was going to write a book one day. I sure liked to read, even when I was young. But that was one thing. Was I started thinking about where I actually came from, and then of course it was Thanksgiving, so I started thinking about all the many things that I'm grateful for. And there's just so much. When I think about the last 23 years that I have had the honor and privilege of being at the helm here of my baby, Krav Maga Martial Arts. And by the way, it wasn't even called Krav Maga Martial Arts when I first opened the school. When I opened the school in October of 2000, we were Damio Martial Arts, and went through a couple different phases. We were in the first generation of schools by the name Premier Martial Arts, and then I eventually founded Krav Maga Martial Arts, particularly because I had been at that point in time studying Krav Maga for a decade or so, and recognized that it's such an awesome self-protection system that I wanted to make sure was the base of what we do here, even though we're really a leadership development academy that also happens to teach the most practical self-defense. But I digress again. The third thing that really made me decide to make this video for you today was something that I did this morning. Somebody, I think it might have been Little Riley's mom, who talked about, I remember what it was. She just said that Riley is really missing being here. He's like, he can't believe that we don't got classes for 4 days. And so I said, well, we're going to send you some videos so you have something to practice at home. And this morning I did that. I posted it on the official KMMA Facebook page. And I think it's actually official KMMA family Facebook page. We posted the videos there, and then I sent an email to my entire email list and that. And actually, I'm pretty sure that now it's blogged, so you can also find all of that, all the stuff I've spoken about so far. You can find by going to tampakravmaga.com, and then /blog, or /podcast, or you just go to the media center link, and it's got all the stuff. But the point of the story is really this. So we were doing those videos, and I originally was just pulling up some of the technique videos and drill videos that would be useful to my students while on this break, so that they could practice from home. And we shot all that stuff during the pandemic. So I came across some other great things too. One was a leadership lesson, a mindset lesson from my son, Sean Harley. He's 23 now, but that time he was only 19, 20 years old, and man, already so wise. But it makes sense. He grew up here at this Leadership Development Academy, but two was that we did a really fun public service announcement. You can see that there too. And three was Sarah Blazonis of Bay News 9 came in and interviewed us and did a piece on what we were doing when we created our virtual dojo in response to that pandemic. And the point of the story is, one, it reminded me how the real secret to success is that we practice everything that we teach. And life is 10% what happens to you, 90% how you react to what happens to you. But number two is that we do have so much to be grateful for. The fifth black belt superpower that I wrote about in my book and that we teach here is gratitude. And we have so much to be grateful for. And that there's a direct relationship and correlation between those two things, though. Some say it was like half of my industry that went out of business during that time, during the pandemic. And granted, some places had it way worse than us as far as the amount of time that their local government shut them down. But nonetheless, I remembered, I was thinking, after creating that this morning, it just really got me thinking about coming here from there. And about, I remember the day after they shut us down, that I told my team, and you'll meet all of them when you see the videos and stuff, the ones that are still in the day-to-day operation and the ones that aren't, doing this for their career and livelihood anymore, but are still really valued members that I'm grateful for of my black belt leadership tribe. Anyways, I remember looking at Shihan Harley and Sensei Kao and Sensei Sarah and saying, guys, first of all, I said, you're essential to me, and we're meeting here tomorrow. And we did that. And that's when we, the first generation was we started just shooting everything on video. But before that actually is this statement I wanted to share. What I did that night, besides praying and thinking and about what was important next, was I meditated some on what was going to happen. And I remember saying to them when they sat down in those chairs in this dojo on that day, the day after we shut down, I said, guys, I don't know exactly what we're going to do, but I know what we're not going to do. And they knew exactly what I mean. I didn't have to say it. But what I meant was we're not going to quit. We're not going to fail. I'm not going to let you guys go. I'm not going to stop paying you. We're gonna survive and thrive during this perilous situation, and we're going to lead where we're at and into our future. It's our mission statement. By the way, if you're one of the people that don't know what I'm doing there, our mission statement is to create confident and competent black belt leaders prepared to survive and thrive in any situation, and empowered to lead where they're at and into their future. And here's what I wanted to share with you today. Number one, it's what we do. It's why we are still here 23 years later, and why we have been so blessed with an amazing tribe that continues to grow, and many, many awesome, confident, and competent black belt leaders, and all the other things. And number two, it's what we do for you. It's what we do for students and future students and their families. Is we are truly creating those confident, competent black belt leaders. And I believe that we're preparing them to survive and thrive in any situation, and we're preparing them to lead where they're at and into their futures. And I believe that it's what we have to do to lead into our future. And I'm using that term in so many ways, the future of Krav Maga martial arts, but I mean the future of our society and our country. What we need is some great leadership. And that's what we're at work creating. Hope you're having an awesome Thanksgiving weekend. I hope to see you all here at Krav Maga Martial Arts really, really soon. Prepare to live, empower to lead, and enjoy the rest of your weekend and make it a great day.